the high seas. Pisces, cast my line, now they're biting. Yeah, rocky coasts and lighthouses. What she knows now, I doubt it. Talk to me nice. I think your confusion starts with street lights.
Hey Capricorn, welcome to your December 2018 tarot reading, and happy birthday to the Capricorns born in December later this month. So I've already got the cards laid out, and before we start your reading, I just want to talk a little bit about astrology going on for you guys in December. Of course, Saturn and Pluto are still in your sign. Saturn is your ruling planet, so that's a lot of authority there for Saturn to be in. But also we have the South Node in your sign, Capricorn. So you guys are representing the position of release for the entire universe. Trust me, I know how it feels to be the South Node. Pisces was the South Node a few years ago, and I'm a Capricorn rising, so technically the South Node is affecting my personality and, you know, my first house of self. So I'm right there with you guys, experiencing the amount of release that needs to take place in the Capricorn realm. Other than that, guys, we're dealing with 12th house energy and first house energy, because December is all about Capricorn and Sagittarius. So Sagittarius season, the first couple weeks of December until about the 22nd, then that's going to be your 12th house, okay? The house of subconscious. This is the house of spirituality. This is the house of dreams and the house of undoing. So for you, Capricorn, it's really about undoing everything that you would not consider your karmic self. Like if there's anything in your life, people, places, and things that need to be undone, the time that that's going to be happening is Sagittarius season for you. So the new moon there was about setting new intentions subconsciously. We do have a full moon in Cancer, opposite of Capricorn. Cancer and Capricorn are opposite signs. So Cancer represents the house of relationships for Capricorn. So at the end of the month, around the 22nd, I mean the day after the winter solstice, we have this big, beautiful full moon in Cancer at 0 degrees. So lots of completions in relationships for you, Capricorn. Potentially, you know, cycles ending and new relationships coming in. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about that. But basically, December is all about the subconscious version of you, your dreams, your spirituality, maybe even some dark stuff going on. Capricorn, you kind of rule the subconscious, being the devil card. So whatever's in your subconscious, you know, there's some new beginnings there starting. You might start thinking subconsciously about new beginnings in December. And then by the end of December, we move everything from the 12th house to this new beginning of your first house, which is happy birthday, solar return. The sun is coming back to this place it was a year, you know, all these years ago when you were born. Okay, so that could be a little bit intense, but happy birthday either way. Make sure you celebrate another year of life, even if you're stressed, even if you're overwhelmed. So let's get started with the reading, Capricorn. Actually, one moment. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Now we're ready to begin. So we're going to start in the middle. This card here in the center is the center energy for December, okay? Everything here is kind of centered around this card. And we have the Page of Pentacles, Capricorn. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, Earth energy. The Page of Pentacles is sometimes a messenger. Every page is a messenger. So this is like a new financial journey in December that you're either thinking about or that you're on. But this page here has found a new pinnacle. This is like a new seed. So maybe this is the seed that you planted on the new moon in Sagittarius early December. But either way, this whole reading looks to be centered around some kind of new financial endeavor. You know how it is, Capricorn, when you guys find the solid logical proof for a situation, right? So it's like you're holding that in your hand. We have this message here. This could be a message that comes in December that starts something new in the financial department of your life. This could be just the energy that you're feeling, Capricorn. We're going to see how the other cards come into play. So center of the reading, Page of Pentacles, some kind of message, some kind of new journey. This is the earth sign Fool. So either there's a younger earth sign energy present, or maybe there's just the newness, because the Fool is a new beginning. So this is like a new beginning financially, okay? Now let's move to the South Node. of this reading. This reading has a south node and a north node right here. So the south node is actually what you are, Capricorn, in the universe. But we have a south node for this Page of Pentacles here. But I thought that was interesting that you are the south node. So you're understanding these kind of energies. The south node is all about release. It's the energy that is our past life. It's what we've mastered. It's kind of the energy that we need to release in order to get to the north node. So let's see what this is here. Oh, we have the Ace of Cups. So you're coming from a place of new love, Capricorn. This is new love coming in. Maybe it's new emotion, because this is the Ace of Cups. So it is an opportunity in December from the universe, from the heavens, from the skies, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy, emotional energy. Sometimes this is a new love. Sometimes this is just new emotion coming in. Sometimes the Ace of Cups is like a healing energy. So yeah, it depends on, you know, your personal life, Capricorn, but this looks as if you may be even releasing some emotion. Yeah, there's an indication here of you needing very much to release this emotion. Like, look how much emotion could potentially be, you know, kept inside of Capricorn as a very strong earth cardinal sign. You guys are not always as open emotionally as you might want to be inside, because you are very sensitive, Capricorn. But you guys know how it is as an earth sign. When you just want to logically kind of process your emotion, there could be some kind of new love coming in that undoes that emotion, some kind of new beginning of healing. But this is in the position of the south node. So, you know, there's something about emotion that you've actually mastered, you know, but that doesn't mean that it doesn't need to release, especially with all the Sagittarius energy. That's in your house of subconscious. So potentially there's some subconscious emotion that needs to flow. Maybe at some point in December there's a situation, you know, the Christmas energy, maybe it just kind of touches you. But to me, this is talking about this is talking about releasing emotion. It's also in the position of what you need to release and what you've mastered already, your foundation, what you're learning from. So love is what you need to release. There could be a new love that you guys are focused on that you need to release in order for it to come to you. You know, this could be the release of emotion or the mastery of some certain emotions as well. So we'll have to see the rest of the cards to kind of get the full picture. But we're coming from a place of new love. We're coming from a place of emotional release so that we can get to the north node. Let's see what the north node is here. Okay, we have the Four of Cups. So already there's a significant energy. Whenever I have the Four of Cups and the Ace of Cups coming out, these come out a lot in my readings. And so I kind of know what's going on here already. Because if you take a closer look, both of these cards have a mysterious hand coming from the universe. So now I know that this is in the release position for sure. There's some kind of emotion or new love that Capricorn is releasing, because this is like the missed opportunity of a new love for some of you. Okay, and I'm going to explain why. One, because the Ace of Cups is showing up in the release. So there could be some kind of emotion or new love that you're definitely like releasing, okay? Because the Four of Pentacles is your north node. So this is where you're headed. This is where you're going. This is your direction, okay? You can't get here unless you release the Ace of Cups. So some of you guys are just declining love offers because you know what it is that you want in a relationship. You know what you want emotionally. So this is like being very focused, contemplating. For some people, the Four of Cups is either someone who's very bored emotionally, and there's all these love offers. There's these three cups that they're focused on. And then this new cup is coming from a very strange place. So wherever you're looking for love in December, 9 times out of 10, that's not where you're going to find it, because the universe is really ironic. So either way, there's this cup from the sky that's being given to Capricorn, but it's almost like you're too focused, or simply just don't care. You're focused on whatever these three cups are. Okay, you're focused on what it is that you have emotionally. And, you know, I just want to mention that you just want to be careful. Some of you, this is going to be, you know, missing this opportunity of new love. But I think Capricorn is in control of that. The way this reading is setting up, it's almost as if you guys may be focused elsewhere, in spite of that 7th house full moon. Like you guys are in more of a completion cycle when it comes to love. You know, if there was a new moon in Cancer, then that would be more about new beginnings. But full moons do bring new beginnings, but it is an end of a cycle. So you guys are probably standing somewhere in the middle of an old relationship in a new relationship. These could be two different cups. I feel like you guys are waiting on a certain cup to be offered to you by a certain person. And you could just be ignoring, you know, Capricorn is usually very loyal. So yeah, you guys could just be, you know, emotionally loyal. You've released this emotion. Okay, this Ace of Cups is being released. You're coming from this place. And then the North Node, the direction you're going is like a direction of emotional focus. Okay, some of you guys have been in third parties. Like, you know that there's another person involved, and that might be why Capricorn is like ignoring this love offer, because you guys know that this is emotionally dissected. Okay, it's not grounded, it's not real. That could be what you guys are talking about. You guys could be the Page of Pentacles this month, kind of talking to these love offers, saying, you know, hey, that's not really my cup of tea right now. That's exactly what I just heard. Like, not my cup of tea. That is not my cup of tea. That is not my emotional preference, you know. So you guys are kind of in a more contemplated, you guys are really thinking about love this month, whether you want to or not, because the full moon in Cancer is going to kind of bring that up for you guys. So that's a very interesting message. I'm going to try to interpret that in a different way after we get the full reading. But for now, let's move on to these two cards. These are your wings. This is what's going to be beneath you and help you take flight. Okay, so these are supportive energies on your side for December. The first wing you have is the Emperor. Interesting. So we have an Aries showing up here quite literally. This is the card of Aries, but this is also the card of authority. Okay, this is a father figure. Some of you may be fathers. Some of you may, you know, have a father figure around you. The father of your children, a grandfather, just some kind of fatherly mentor. But the Emperor is all about power. He's all about authority and standing up for himself, just like an Aries would be. Okay, so this is like, maybe some of you guys are focused on, you know, being a boss, because this is going to be supporting you. Being a boss is going to be supporting you. Staying in your own authority is going to support you in December. And you know, that might be why some of you guys are declining love offers, because you know that it could potentially knock you off your game. You know, you might be a bit too serious right now to entertain, you know, little love offers that may or may not, you know, equate to things. And I wouldn't usually talk about it that way, but this Ace of Cups in the South Node, it's like Capricorn is releasing love. Okay, you guys are not really, some of you secretly are, but you're gonna know what I mean by that. You know, you're focused on a certain type of love, and that's because there's a full moon in your 7th house. So there's going to be a lot of clarity there, the clarity to either offer or not offer love, or to either accept or not accept love. But we have an Aries. There could be an Aries here, you know, involved in the situation, or just your boss, or maybe you are a boss. I do see boss energy here with the Page of Pentacles. So this is like your boss offering you a new job, offering you a higher up position. Maybe your boss is an Aries, and if so, it's linked to some kind of new financial endeavor. Like, hey Capricorn, you are working so good in December, I would love for you to just be assistant manager at this point. Okay, and that might be why Capricorn has no time to even see this cup of emotion, because you guys are moving on up as far as career and stuff. I mean, just in time for Capricorn season. You guys are getting really serious. Okay, so if there's any cross watchers watching and your Capricorn is like, you guys did show up in the Sagittarius reading, and you guys were not very happy in the Sagittarius reading. So, you know, if there's any unstableness, like if there's any instability that's going on, people don't realize that the sun is about to enter Capricorn with the South Node there, with Pluto there, with Saturn there. Do I need to say more? Like, Capricorn energy everywhere is about to really buckle down. So do we have time for love? Are we even emotionally available for love? Because this is like someone who's in such deep thought that they may just be emotionally unavailable for love right now. You know, Capricorn is in love with the business, you know, with new financial opportunities. Like, do you have anything real to offer me? Like, no offense, emotion's cool and everything, but I'm more so releasing that. Now, you guys do have the North Node in your 7th house. So the direction of your relationship is intertwining with destiny. So, you know, over the next 2 years or so, when the North Node is staying in that house for you, you're going to be linked up. Like, don't worry, Capricorn. I think you guys already understand this. Like, whoever you're meant to be with, they're going to come along on the path of destiny. So why not just focus right now on what's real, what grounds you, your money, the income you're bringing in, the whole finance thing, right? So we have a very strong empowerment figure. Maybe some of your fathers are backing you up, or maybe it's just a father energy. You know, you're ruled by Saturn, so Saturn is the father. So let's see. I actually already seen this card, and it was very, very awesome. We have the Devil. So this is your card, Capricorn. You're showing up in your own reading. So you are beneath your wings. You are helping yourself fly this month in December. You know, if this was any other reading, I might say, ooh, you know, but it's showing up in a, like, if this was in, well, it still would be really awesome if the Devil card was in the South Node, because that would be one, that you're the South Node, Capricorn, and also that you're releasing some kind of toxicity. But no, this is showing up as a supporting energy. This is one of your wings. So one of your wings is yourself. The other wing, it could be an Aries. There's an Aries and a Capricorn here who are very much talking financially, talking about new beginnings, maybe even like sharing ideas. There's some kind of message. So this, to me, Capricorn, looks like a direct message to you, like finances getting given to you. And then it looks like it's coming from either your boss or an Aries or your father. But if you see how that lines up there, this Page of Pentacles is facing you, Capricorn. So yeah, also, you know, we do have these two people here. So relationships could just be a little bit shackling to you right now. Maybe even a bit toxic. So that's why you're kind of declining certain emotion, because you're centered around this Page of Pentacles. So if it's not a financial message, they might be sent to voicemail, if you know what I mean. You may not text back if it's not your boss, or if it's not an Aries or something like that. So very interesting reading, Capricorn. You have authority, very, like your wings, I'm hearing wings of authority. So you're taking flight when it comes to being in charge, being empowered, okay? Yeah, I love that you are showing up. That means that, Capricorn, one of your wings, or your ability to fly, it definitely depends on you this month. It depends on you and the authority you have over toxic influences, over the chains. You know, you can't fly if there's chains around you. And for some reason, love is coming up as chains for Capricorn. This is only going to hold me down, is what I feel. Not in a good way, like, not I'll hold you down in a good way, like, no, this is an anchor. Like, I do not need to be anchored by this twin flame soulmate stuff in December, because I have an empire to run. Okay, so this is like taking flight with a new empire that you're building. And I always say, Aries and Capricorn, I know a few relationships with Aries and Capricorn now. It can get really scary really fast if you're an Aries and a Capricorn relationship. But also, look at those two cards together, the Emperor and the Devil. Like, this is like a very power relationship. So I know love is a little bit like, no love for me right now for some of you, but I do want you to know that there could be someone that you team up with in a business way. There could even be people that you work with that are kind of like getting a little bit too emotional. Maybe they're offering, maybe there's some love offers at work, okay? Because it looks like this is an offer of finance, but it's like kind of an offer of love as well, if you guys know what where I'm going with that. Okay, so there could definitely be some, maybe it's your boss, I don't know, maybe I don't know, Capricorn. It's gonna be different for all of you, because that's one way this could turn out, is that you guys want to focus on work, and you're afraid if you open up emotionally at work that it may throw you off your game. Okay, but either way, this is the support here for you. Your boss, Aries, maybe it's another Capricorn that you know, and you know your birthdays are coming in, so that has a strong role here. You may take flight when Capricorn season starts off, because I do know Capricorns are waiting on their season to do certain things, and when that sun goes into Capricorn, you're gonna have instant clarity, instant light forward, you know what I mean? So a lot of Capricorns are going to be changing at the end of December because of that South Node. Things that we've been trying to release for years are all of a sudden going to be so easy to release, because the South Node is in Capricorn and the sun's going to be there. You know, all these planets, there's going to be a new moon there early January, you know. So it's interesting that we start the new year off in Capricorn season, okay? Very grounded energies. We also have Mars and Aries. Maybe when Mars goes into Aries, that might be significant, because we do start January 1st, Mars goes into Aries, okay? So Aries Capricorn relationship here. Boss, maybe it's a business relationship. I kind of do feel that energy, like business relationships only, you know, business first. Like, you know that saying, business in the front, party in the back. It's like Capricorn's putting the partying and the playfulness behind them, and you're getting really serious, and business comes first. So let's check out your 4 corners. So your first corner is the Judgment card. Your second corner is the King of Swords. Ooh, the third corner is the Two of Cups. And then we have the Queen of Wands. So these are your corners. These are the 4 corners of your life. However you want to interpret that for you. But in one corner of your life, we do have, very suitingly, the Judgment card. This is the card of Pluto, Capricorn. So Pluto is in your corner. Pluto is the ruling planet of the underworld, okay? Pluto is the planet of death. So if there's anything that you need to kill, or if there's anything that you need to transform or purify, in December, Pluto is in Capricorn, honey, and it will help you. I think the moon is in Capricorn right now. I'm recording this on the 10th of December, and I feel like the moon has not shifted into Aquarius yet, if I'm not mistaken. It might have. But I know that over the last couple of days that the moon has been in Capricorn with the South Node, with Pluto. Like, there's a lot of release. But I do want to mention the Judgment card is also talking about a second opportunity. So there is a second opportunity of love here for some of you guys with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. It could be a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio as well. But either way, I'll just say it like this. There is a resurrection of love for some of you guys. And I think maybe that's what you're waiting on secretly. Because you know what, Capricorn? There could be someone in your life who fits in business-wise and who also fits in love-wise. Or maybe perhaps you guys are waiting for someone who's serious enough, financial and love-wise. Like, can you be serious enough on both ends of the spectrum for me? I need somebody, this is kind of what I hear you guys saying, I need someone who can fit into my stable life and my love life. And that's probably why there's a lot of single Capricorns, or just a lot of Capricorns who are hard, they don't commit very easily. Because people like to complain about Capricorn and how much they work, how cold they are, you know, and that's like people who don't understand. Those people don't need a Capricorn in their life, because Capricorn cannot escape authority. So that for the people who are watching, for Capricorn interest, you know, cross watchers, Capricorns are ruled by Saturn, and Saturn is going to be in Capricorn for the next 3 years, I believe. So they cannot help but be serious, okay? They can't help but to be in authority and be grounded. So, you know, if you're looking for someone who's like all play and no work, then you might want to get you another sign, because Capricorn, especially over the next 3 years, goodbye. Like, the only way you're going to get into a Capricorn's heart, especially in December, and I feel like this is all of 2019 too, is if somehow they might have to meet you at work, you know, Capricorn, to get back to you. You may have to meet someone along the line of business for them to even be stable enough for you, for them to be your empress or your emperor. You know, this is someone you're looking for someone who can help you build a business for some of you guys. But the Judgment card, second chances, some kind of awakening, I feel like that's just Pluto's energy, okay? Pluto. But Pluto does resurrect things. So something that you thought was dead may resurrect. There may be these doors that open up of opportunity. So maybe it's a job from the past, but I think this is someone from your past re-emerging in December, maybe early January, that wants a second chance. Could be Capricorn who wants a second chance, and it definitely may have to do with an air sign. We have the King of Swords. Could be a male, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. It could be a female as well, because in these decks there's a lot of women, even though this is the King of Swords. So there could definitely be a air sign coming back from the past, okay? If not, the King of Swords is here to help you kind of cut things and sift through things intellectually, okay? So we have a very intellectual person in your corner for December. This could be your energy or someone, you know, around you, but this is intellect. This is someone who knows how to wield a sword, okay? They know what to say and when to say it. You could have some kind of intellectual leader on your side. It could be a friend or a lawyer or just someone who has your back. But it looks like this is like, you know, clarity as well. If it's not some kind of second opportunity or whatever, this is a a very truthful energy that is in one of your corners, and they're right by you, Capricorn. So this is like, maybe there's a certain conversation of clarity that takes place in December that helps you. Maybe this is a conversation from the past that you're having again, and it's a conversation about a second chance. I am feeling that because it's interesting. We have the cross here, and that was very, you know, anti-love, releasing emotion, but now we have some relationship energy in your corner. The next corner we have is the Two of Cups. So you guys do have love in your corner. So for those of you who are watching that are in a relationship and you're like, damn, you know, like, I'm married. I'm like, I have a whole ass wife or husband, and this reading wasn't really relating to you. Well, we do have the Two of Cups on your side, Capricorn, for December. It's in one of your corners. You have love, the resurrection of love. This is someone who's coming back from your past. You know, and that makes sense, Capricorn, with the South Node being in your sign. You're more focused on, you know, it's interesting. You take an energy like Capricorn that's very focused on the future in the long term, because you guys are the 10th house of career, long-term goals. Capricorn is very futuristically thinking. You guys are the mountain goats. So you climb mountains for your future, not for your past. But the South Node does bring an energy with it of the past, okay? Even past lives. So if there's relationships here in December, this could very well be the resurrection or the second opportunity of a relationship. This could be a reconciliation, okay, that's in your corner. Maybe, and what I was going to say is that people from your past may understand you more than people in your future, because you're changing, Capricorn. The people who knew you, they might not know you. You know what I mean? Like, you might have knew me years ago, but I'm changing. You know, Capricorn, Saturn is in our sign and all that. So people from your past, you know how it is. People from your past just might relate to you more, because I do see new love being kind of rejected and old love confusing, Capricorn. Like, maybe it's okay to say no. Like, you don't have a problem saying no to new stuff, but old stuff has kind of, you got history, okay? You know how it is about history with Capricorn too. Capricorn can be linked to history sometimes. So we do have the Two of Cups, a significant relationship, a bond, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy maybe. And it's interesting, we have this right here by this Ace of Cups. So maybe this Ace of Cups is coming from the past, because, and it looks like it's being offered for some of you by a very attractive woman, an Aries, Sagittarius, Leo person. If you can see how that cup of love is coming right from her. For some of you, there's definitely, it could be male or female. Aries, Sagittarius, Leo energy. And it's interesting that we have a king and a queen. For some of you, this is like same-sex relationships too, because we have two women here. So if there's any same-sex, two boys, two women, whatever, I don't read gender. This could be any energy. But we have two women here. One of the women are very intellectual. They're more emotionally cut off. And then there's this other woman who's on fire, okay? But both of these people are really in authority. And we do have the king. This is the king. If you look here, the crowns are different. So we have the king and the queen. The crowns are different. So King of Swords, Queen of Wands. So those look like people. So, okay, if it's not a relationship, you could have an air sign that's supporting you in your corner. In one corner, I'm not going to say these corners represent support, because this is the support for December. The four corners are just things that are in your corner. So in one corner, Capricorn, we have things resurrecting from the past. You cannot escape Pluto. Pluto is just resurrecting things for Capricorn, especially in Capricorn season. When the sun moves into Capricorn on the 21st, you're going to notice an instant shift, because now Pluto has the sun's power. Now Saturn is going to have the sun's power to activate that South Node, bringing stuff up from the past, okay? There's someone from your past, Capricorn, that really wants to emotionally present themselves to you, but they could be a little afraid because of how, you know, busy or focused on finances you are. But in one corner, we have Pluto, we have resurrection, we have a second chance. In another corner, we have intellectual, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We have someone who speaks a lot in front of large groups of people. That could be you, Capricorn. In another corner, we have love. So in one of your corners in December is love, is a reconciliation. So Capricorn's kind of, you know, in between a rock and a hard place, because like, I don't want love, but there's this person from my past. It could be new. This could be someone new and someone from your past. Maybe there's two different. I think there's a lot of love offerings here, but there's just one specific one that may be your cup of tea, Capricorn. Like, you're looking for someone who can hold their own, someone you're not going to have to support, someone who's not going to misunderstand your work ethic and stuff like that. And so we have love, reconciliation, relationship in one corner. I mean, come on, you do have the full moon in your 7th house. So after December 22nd, this could be when that new love comes in. It looks as if it's coming from someone who's very passionate. This is another person who's in front of a crowd. So you guys may speak to crowds together, okay? Both of you guys have your own audience, if that makes sense, okay? So we do have this Aries, Sagittarius, Leo person in one of your corners as well, Capricorn. And some of you are just single. You know, some of you guys would just rather prefer to stay single, because we have the underlying energy here of the 9 of Pentacles. Some of you guys are just, you know, very, very focused on your money, okay? This is a single person, someone who is financially single. Even if you have a partner, Capricorn understands being financially single, which is, it means financially independent. This woman is in her garden of abundance, but we do have a peacock here, and they only do that when they're mating. So I feel like this is the Capricorn energy who is, they're stable. This is you who are, you're stable, picking from your, you know, your abundance, your trees. You know what has grown, Capricorn, and what hasn't. But then there's these people around you that are fanning their feathers for you, like, hey, Capricorn. And it's like you're looking away from it, okay? There's all your pentacles here on the fence, but this is the single woman card. And if you're not single, you know, you would rather keep your finances that way. And we have the 10 of Pentacles showing up, financial success, longevity. This is you opening presents for your birthday, maybe even Christmas presents for those of you who celebrate. Yeah, but Capricorn, these are 3 Pentacle cards as the underlying energy. And then the High Priestess. So there is something here about your intuition, okay? Following your intuition about new opportunities financially. Could be dealing with a Cancer for some of you. There could definitely be a Cancer or a Leo. Oh goodness, we have Cancer, Leo, and Gemini. So there's some kind of strength here that you're going to need to have, but that's Leo. And we also have the Lovers, so relationship stuff. Yeah, Capricorn is getting offers of love. It's definitely from a Cancer for some of you guys. Keep in mind you guys are opposite signs. But then to cover all that up, we have this big Ace of Pentacles. So it's like this pentacle is bigger than any love. So your stability, basically. Your stability, your money, it's probably just secretly more important than love right now for you. And I don't want you to feel guilty for that. Because there's no doubt that you, Capricorn, is very much focused on their long-term stability. Okay, 9 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. And the 6 of Pentacles and the 9 of Pentacles are both your underlying energy. So we have the 5 of Cups. You guys don't want to regret a decision that you make. And it could have to do with a pregnancy. So it's like, you know, you're focused on your victory right now, even if you do not want to suffer a loss. That's what this card is saying to me. So right now, Capricorn is being very, very precise about what they give and they take. Like, you guys are starting to want to give. You guys will need an equal give and take. So if it's not 50-50, goodbye. Okay? This is someone who gives a lot to charities. You know, you sprinkle this here. There's these beggars here. So you guys might be surrounded by beggars. And it's like you guys need to focus on financial balance, because financial loss is one of the main things that can get Capricorn in their feeling, especially if they're focused on their victory. Okay? So yeah, there's an energy here that's saying that you guys are being very careful about your losses. You're actually trying to control your losses. See how that card just went there? You're very focused on financial balance. You could be dealing with a Libra, but to me, these are your underlying energies here, and it's saying, you know, I'm single because of my financial stability. Like, if I get in a relationship, then, you know, there's joint bank accounts and just annoying stuff like that. So however it applies, Capricorn, this is someone who's really focused on their own abundance. Even you guys, the people you're in relationships with may not understand that at the end of December. Like, why are you being so this? Why are you being so that? Well, because, man, all these planets are really asking me about my boundaries. So I do see something here about financial boundaries. You know, you guys are going to protect certain financial boundaries by just kind of trying to pull your own weight financially so that you can even the scales a little bit, because there could be someone here who's taking a little bit more than they're giving, or maybe you're just feeling like, you know, moving forward after December, I really have to balance, you know, the give and the take. So before we go, we did get a visit from the spiritual Santa. So this is a gift for you, Capricorn, for December. I have pulled a tarot card to represent what gift. Now this could be a birthday gift for you, or it could be you know, whatever holiday you're celebrating, it could be a gift for that. So let's go ahead and open this up and see what's going on in here. So Capricorn, your gift, oh, okay, your gift is showing up as look through the situation. So I already had a premonition about this card coming out for one of the signs. So this to me is saying that you're gonna have to look through a situation to find the gift. Okay, this could be like some kind of secret gift that you really, you know. So if you receive a gift this month, Capricorn, make sure you really look through it, okay? Because there could be some value there. So okay, if you guys get something that you don't really think is of value, even if it comes from the universe or if it comes from a person, you know, just look through the situation of that gift. Because so basically there could be something that happens in December that seems negative at first, but the more and more you look through the situation, the more and more of a gift and a blessing it looks like. So I'm going to read this here, but I'm going to also show you guys. If you guys would rather pause the screen and read yourself, here is the picture. Hopefully you can see that, but I'm also going to read it for you. So here's your gift from spiritual Santa and from the universe, Capricorn. So it says, as an indigo, you may get caught up in the emotions in a situation and feel stressed or frightened. This card reminds you that life will continue long after you've gotten through this challenge and forgotten all about it. So after you forget about this challenge, after you get through it, you know, life is going to continue. The angels ask you to concentrate on the good things in your life and see beyond whatever is going on around you. One of the best ways to find a resolution is by releasing the situation and allowing yourself to feel relief. Take time to relax and imagine what it will feel like when this trying time is over. Trust that the angels hear your prayers loud and clear and will help you with resolving every aspect of this situation. So there you have it, Capricorn. There's some kind of gift in December. I did read something here. It talked about release. Remember, it said one of the best ways to find a resolution is by releasing the situation. That is such a Capricorn message because you guys are the South Node. So remember, we talked a lot about releasing emotion. This also said, as an indigo, you may get caught up in the emotions in a situation. So that's what you're doing, Capricorn. You guys are feeling emotions for people, for places, for things. But you're releasing that. You're trying not to get caught up in the situation because emotions stress you out, okay? So that's what that message is there for you. And I feel like you just want to, you know, the gift for you is the more and more you look at the positive, Capricorn, and not the stress that may be going on in your current situation, you'll be amazed at how much blessings you actually find in your present moment, okay? So that is your reading for December, Capricorn. It looks as if there's a lot going on. You know, there's definitely some emotional boredom, maybe the rejection of love, but also, you know, there may be a certain cup that comes to you in December that you cannot decline, okay? It definitely could be with an Aries. It could be with any of the signs, water signs, fire signs. So, you know, just take it as it resonates, guys, and have a happy birthday in December. And I wanted to mention before I go that I am offering yearly readings, okay? So if you're interested in a 2019 reading, please get a hold of me. And if you have any questions, of course, please comment below or email me, and I'd be happy to talk a bit more about what is going on for Capricorn in December. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you later.